Hi everyone, this is Neha Dupia and you're watching me on Filmibeat. I've been in conversation with Shah Rukh Khan on live shows
Yeah.
and
Together, like
No,
you
no.
and Angad have not done any project, right?
yeah, he says he doesn't want to be on a set with me. I'm not going to go around like checking comments on social media. I don't do that on every post, but I know how to differentiate between something that is feedback and something that is trolling.
Yeah.
When it's feedback, I actually apply it in my life. When it's trolling, because whether it was Miss India or modeling, a lot of people think I've been here for 2 decades, but I actually did my first modeling assignment in 1998.
Hi guys, welcome to Filmy Baate with Filmibeat. This is Murtaza Iqbal and today I am with a multi-talented personality. She was an amazing actress, then she became a podcast host और उसकी वजह से हम जर्नलिस्ट को बहुत प्रेशर फील होने लगा कि भाई कंटेंट कैसे निकाले इनकी तरह. So well, I'm talking about that other than Neha Dupia who is here with us today. Hi Neha, welcome to Filmy Beat.
Hi, thank you.
कैसा लग रहा है हम जर्नलिस्ट के लिए काम डिफिकल्ट कर रहे हैं आपको?
Not at all. I just feel that every conversation is different, or I feel like a journalistic interview is very different from a talk show, is very different from any other talk show. And I know that, people think that one talk show can be compared to the other. I feel no, because, my way of looking at it is that when you're in a room full of people, the conversation I have with you is going to be very different from the conversation someone else has with you. तो बस वही है कि मेरा मकसद ये नहीं है. मेरा मकसद है कि हम सब एक दूसरे का हाथ पकड़ के आगे चलें.
राइट बट नेहा नो फिल्टर नेहा सीजन 6 जब शुरू किया था डिड यू थिंक इतनी लंबी जर्नी हो जाएगी इस शो की?
नॉट एट ऑल. मतलब जिस तरीके से ये शो शुरू किया था और जिस तरीके से शो की शुरुआत हुई थी, ऐसे ही हम कैफे में बैठे थे एंड आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर ऋषि मल्होत्रा हु वाज द owner then of Jio Savan. Kind of walked in and there was another friend of mine called Gaurav and he struck this kind of intro and he was like, why don't you do something? And we were just standing in the valley waiting for our cars and they said, you're so funny when you talk. Why don't you just have a chat show of your own? I said, really? So in the 6 hours span, they were like, I'm flying back to New York, give a presentation. तो मैंने life में कभी कोई presentation कभी बनाई नहीं थी. I went back, gave a presentation and boom, we had a show.
Right.
That's all it takes. But it takes a lot of work after
yes,
that.
Yes, of course, yes. I can see that. I'm telling you this before this interview started. She was on her phone doing a lot of things.
Also, launch day, we just dropped Shahid's episode, and I'm hoping that people like it, enjoy it. वो होता है ना कि एक चीज है अपना काम करना, अच्छे से करना, मेहनत से करना. दूसरा है कि लोगों को आपका काम देखना, because it's like a film, right?
True.
You drop the whole season, you see what people are going to like, not like, and then people are going to have opinions. So if I'm very blinded if I think that everyone unanimously across the board is going to say wow, wow, wow. ऐसे तो होने ही नहीं वाला है.
Right. Of course, I would like to know कि just when you started this, how did industry react? आपके जो close friends रहेंगे, उनका क्या reaction था?
I think the first season was easier because I was like, I'm doing a talk show, come be there. And then later on, I also feel like, this next season, I felt like these are the other friends I haven't spoken to. And then by season 3, I was like, I'm kind of now figuring out what to do because it's become serious. And then season 4, we had a lockdown. And you won't believe it. I did an entire season from home. Like I fixed a mic. I put up like a screen. I recorded myself. I pressed the camera, pressed it on, and recorded everything. And I did an entire season on Zoom with like sanitized mics, and I would send the mic to different celebrities' homes, and it feels like another lifetime. But I still remember, like for instance, there was this one recording we did even in Delhi, and that was with the Kapil Dev.
Right.
And this was during the lockdown. And I remember how we had to like get a fully sanitized kit, equipment, Zoom call ready, and to get him to like all by himself turn that call on and sit in front of the camera and record. Wow, I feel like we've done a lot with this season.
Right.
I mean, with the show. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any celebrity which was very difficult to get on the show, but you finally did it? Like किसी को convince करना पड़ा कि भाई आ जाओ.
No, convince तो बहुतों को करना पड़ता है, but the first call, you know whether they'll do it or not.
Yeah.
So the first call, if they instantly say yes, I'll make time, there is nobody who's backtracked. मतलब कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि बोल के वो I'll make time to then saying that I'm sorry but I can't be there. So you give them. It's not like you can expect like the kind of celebs or the kind of people who are my friends who come on the show are not the kind of people who will be like अच्छा कल आपका phone आया और परसों आप लोग भी फोन करते हैं ना कि हमारा परसों एक
हाँ
स्पेशल है, आप आके, या आज शाम को स्पेशल है, ऐसे नहीं होता है, यू
राइट
नो। मैं
या
आपको बताना चाहती हूँ, यहाँ क्लैरिफाई करना चाहती हूँ कि नहीं होता है कि शाम को कोई आ जाएगा, बिकॉज ऑल्सो they're not sitting at home.
या
So if I need them to come and shoot for me in Feb, my work starts in November.
या
So, you know, they need the lead up. They need that much time. They're all really busy, and I want them because they're busy, you know. So, to take away from the fact that they are really famous, and जिसे कहते हैं कि आप लोगों का ये जो मशहूर टर्म यूज करते हैं, ए लिस्टर्स,
या
उनके पास वक्त होता नहीं है. So yeah, to make time, I mean, just like for instance, Vicky, like with a broken bandaged arm, he was sitting in front of me and talking. You can't take that away from the guy. Or like Rashmika, I didn't know her at all, and I just messaged her saying, "Hi, I'm Neha Dupia, and watched you off late in tons of films
या
and big fan. Come." We actually met each other for the first time on the sets of
ओ
No
वाह
Filter. So, you know, to have blind faith in people from the
यस
fraternity is, for me, I feel like one must have done something right for people to show that much trust and faith in you.
राइट करेक्ट ऑफ कोर्स 6 सीजन्स हो गए हैं बट इज देयर एनी वन सेलेब यू रियली विश कि भाई आ जाए अब लाइक यू नो काइंड ऑफ मैनिफेस्टेशन बोलते हैं कि यार ये सेलेब के साथ मुझे बैठ के ये एक मेरा शो होस्ट करना है
I've been in conversation with Shah Rukh Khan on live shows,
या
and like, you know, we've done some brand work and stuff together, but I'd love to talk to him,
राइट
and it's not happening. I don't know. Kar do yaar, kuch.
hopefully soon
Yeah.
it would be great to see you and Shah Rukh have a conversation you know because it's been long that we have seen Shah Rukh having a conversation
Yeah, I feel like that's the I need to get my timing karma right. Like maybe next season I'll call him a year in advance and say when is he going to talk, and then have my whole season around him.
right you know Neha of course as I said you have been in this industry for like now 2 decades if you look back how do you see the journey and how do you see the characters that female actresses are getting nowadays
I feel like so much has changed from the
yeah
time I started working to like and I've done my fair share of like running around trees. My first film was
yeah
that, and that's what I'd like to call it, and nothing wrong with that. But having said that, I feel like if times had not changed, and as much as they have and they did, I don't think I would have had a career that lasted this long.
right
I mean, the fact that I get up and go to work means I have a career. The fact that I'm doing what I love, the fact that it pays my bills, and you know, you're here in conversation with me talking, and there are people consuming the content
yeah
we are making, whether it's movies or shows or whatever else. You know, I, I I mean, I and please remember that I was a person who started 2 decades ago,
yeah
where it was told that, you know, there's a shelf life,
yeah
where it was said that, you know, you will have to make a comeback. Shelf life, comeback, these words don't exist anymore. Where
true
it's the time of glory right now, as long as you focus on it.
right correct but you know of course do you somewhere on the other hand feel that maybe the makers sometimes because whenever I watched like recently I was watching Chup Chup Ke and I remember Dedanathan you had this amazing comic timing also but do you think somewhere on the other hand in starting of the career you did a lot of glamorous roles so the filmmakers couldn't tap that Neha Dupia that I would say we started seeing from 2017 there was Neha Dupia 2.0 I would say and I would say after watching Tumhari Sulu my mother said Neha was so good in it
Oh, really? Please
yeah
thank her for me. That's very sweet. No, yeah, I mean, I've had like, you know, I also feel like I've lived like so many different careers in one, because, you know, whether it was Miss India or
yeah
modeling, a lot of people think I've been here for 2 decades, but I actually did my first modeling assignment in 1998,
oh
which
wow
is a different century.
yeah
It was a turn of a century. And then I did 4 years of modeling. Then 2002, I won the Miss India. Then I went into doing like these mainstream films. And then, you know, I kind of did a couple of films, and then I got like this tag, and I was just not sure if I was really that person. And then, you know, you have to take 2 steps back to take 4 steps forward. And then I started doing like, you know, started digressing into more left of center cinema, like say a Mithya or any
yeah
Chalis Ki Last Local or First Career Obama. And, you know, I was really proud of my filmography. And then I started doing, uh, um, you know, like more supporting actor kind of roles. And I remember Anupama Chopra calling me the most bankable supporting actor there can be. And I don't know whether, you know, she was taking a dig at me or whether she was paying me a compliment, but both ways, Anupama, I'll take it. So, you know, like, then I did films like Tumhari Sulu and Ela and Thursday.
yeah
And, you know, Thursday I was super pregnant while
yeah
doing that. And but it's always about believing in, you know, the most unstoppable version of yourself. So at this point, what's the one thing that, you know, and I feel like giving 2.5 months to a talk show that has my name on it, which I've also produced, and I involve myself in every creative aspect of it, and it's my show. It's literally my show because, you know, kind of from the very word go, I've been with it. I feel that, you know, if things go well and planned, I can dedicate like 2 to 2.5 months a year into doing another season and another one. I
Right.
enjoy it. I really do. And I don't think that, you know, whether it's the education system that we put our children in, or whether it's life, or whether
Yeah.
it's our career, I don't think we need to put ourselves in a box. And that's the person I am. I don't want to put myself in a box.
Yes, correct. You know, of course, but as you said, Earth Thursday was the last film that we saw you.
Yes.
It's been like around 2 years now. What are you planning to do next? And of course, the way OTT has been going, those were the movies that came on OTT, but of course, the long format. Would you like to explore that as well?
Yes, I actually, you know, I've been dying to do some long format, and I can very proudly say that the conversations have come very close to me saying that yes, let's do it, and then, you know, something doesn't convert, and sometimes it's my own inhibitions, but there's nothing wrong with that. You can wait a while, and you know, I'm young in my 40s, and I
Yeah,
know that I have another kind of 10 years to have these kind of films, and I know how the business works. So in your 20s you get a certain type, and in your 30s you get a certain
yeah,
type, and in your 40s you get a certain type, and I'm fine, like kind of, you know, maneuvering around that. I actually did an OTT show right now. It's going to come out sometime soon.
yeah.
It's a comic drama around mental health, and you know, it's really well written, and I'm very proud to be a part of it. Apart from that, I also did an international film, and that comes out in the summer, and then I have this show. But let's see. Now I would like to do another film and other stuff. It comes, and then I'm hoping that something converts very soon.
Right. Neha, you know, one thing, of course, today everything is on social media. We do get kind of comments, as we call it, trolls. Like, for example, I get body shamed like mostly every time I put a dance video, log कहते हैं, tiles तो नहीं टूट गई. How do you tackle that? Because, you know,
Stupid it
it,
is.
it happens with you. Any actor faces that.
Mm.
How do you tackle that? Does that, as you said, mental health is very important. Does that put any pressure that, you know, I have to look like this or I have to present myself like this?
So when I put up work stuff,
Yeah,
there's you know, like, now I have the ability to understand. To say that I don't read my comments is a lie.
yeah,
I do. Do I read it on every post? No. Depending on whether I have the time or I don't. I also, you know, you need to understand I have 2 children.
yeah,
So when I go from here, then my whole point is कि ठीक है अब ये part of me packs up, and then I need to attend to anything. So it could be something like a cold or a cough, and when my child has that, or when my daughter needs me for something else, I'm not going to go around like checking comments on social media. I don't do that on every post, but I know how to differentiate between something that is feedback and something that is trolling.
yeah.
When it's feedback, I actually apply it in my life. When it's trolling, uh, I'm like, whatever, man. Yeah, like, I'm cool like that.
Right. You know, of course, I would like to know that you, I think you and Angad, and of course Vicky and Katrina are the only two couples who have actually not worked with each other, right? If I'm not wrong, correct me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, yeah,
yeah. So, any
yeah.
plans of teaming up with him? Have you guys sat
But
together and
I'm
said, "Ki
working with
chalo"?
Vicky,
No, acha, you are
and
working with
Angad's worked
Vicky.
with Katrina,
Yeah, that way.
and
But I'm
I've worked
talking
with
about
Katrina.
together. Like, you know,
No,
you
no,
and Angad have not done any project, right?
no.
So, is there, do you guys sit and say, "Ki it's time that maybe we do together
We
something"?
did one regional film. We did a Punjabi film many years ago. Of course, we were just like, you know, good friends. Not good friends like filmy good
Yeah,
friends. We were just friends. Good friends का मतलब भी कुछ और हो
कुछ और हो
जाता है.
जाता
But yeah, he says he doesn't want to be on a set with me.
है.
Yeah,
Okay,
he can't fathom my energy. And he's like, you're too much, and I don't think I can work with anyone like you. So he's like, so very happy. Like, so that's why his co-stars are very sweet, lovely girls. Who he worked with Sammy right now. He worked with Mrinal.
yeah.
Then he worked with Mrinal again. So he's worked with different people. So yeah, with Abhishek. हाँ ठीक है, he's happy in that with that crowd, so he doesn't want to hang with me. He's like घर पे भी बाहर भी and all, but I see why he doesn't want to work with me. Do I not want to work with him? That's not true. I'm fully chill.
Right.
I'm okay with anything. मेरे को अपना ही करना है.